want to have a flat tummy. What should I do? I just want to lose my tummy. How do I lose my tummy really fast? The tummy or belly fat is one of the commonest, if not the commonest challenge I get when I ask you guys what challenges you are facing on your weight loss journey. That is why today I'm going to be sharing with you the most effective way to lose your tummy. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then keep on watching. Hey loves, Sheila here from MadammeBae.com, where we share everything weight loss, wellness, healing naturally, healthy recipes, and lifestyle. I used to be chubby and have a big stomach. Actually, when I think about it, as a kid, I used to have a nickname in my language called Kabuto Gia, meaning, I actually don't know what it means, but Kabuto is like stomach. Just in simple terms, I had a big stomach and I struggled with it for a very long time. So I understand exactly where you are at. So for you, if you want to lose your tummy, there are two situations. You are probably just starting and know nothing about losing belly fat, or you've tried so many things, you're eating healthy, you're doing crunches, but you still have that stubborn belly fat that is not going away. Let me start by saying doing crunches or sit-ups 1,000, you can do as many as you want, but if you have a terrible diet, you're not going to get those abs, you're not going to get rid of that tummy. And I talk more about that in this video, whereas debunking weight loss myths, the things we still believe are going to help us or not help us lose weight. So feel free to check that out after this video if you would like. Now, losing your tummy comes down to two things: weight loss and fat loss. But let's start by talking about what causes belly fat. So what causes belly fat? Of course, bad nutrition. You're overeating, you are eating the wrong things. It's just basically bad nutrition, because if you do not know, you are what you eat. So if you eat badly, it's going to show on your body. If you abuse food, it's going to abuse you too. And how does it do that? By storing under your skin as fat. Weight loss is caused by a calorie deficit, and if you've been here a while, you know what a calorie deficit is. It simply means consuming less foods than you burn. Let's say, for example, in a day you consume 1,500 calories and you burn 2,000 calories. You're in a calorie deficit of 500, and if you do that over a period of time, you're going to lose weight. What happens in this process is that your body needs a certain amount of energy in order for it to function properly daily, in order for you to breathe properly, in order for you to think, in order for you to digest food. Generally, everything your body does, whether you notice or not, it needs energy, and that energy is the calories you consume. Everyone has their own calorie intake requirements to maintain their weight, and I talk more about that in this video, where I was talking about how many calories you need to lose weight. So if you want to find out, go check that video out. But everyone does need their own calorie intake, and if you find out how many calories your body needs in order for it to function daily, you just have to eat less calories than that. And if you eat less calories than that, what happens is that the body taps into that excess fat that it has been saving and it eats it up, therefore leading to weight loss. When you are trying to lose any fat in general, you have to maintain a calorie deficit. So the first thing to do is make sure that you are maintaining a calorie deficit. The next step to take is make sure that you are not bloated. A lot of people confuse bloatedness with belly fat. So if you are bloated, check out the previous video. I'm going to leave a link to it above. I was talking about how to deal with bloating, and after dealing with the bloatedness and you are not bloated anymore, then we can move on to the next step. The next step being, make sure you are not holding on to water. Now, water retention is one of those things that cause bloatedness and also cause your body to hold on to fat. And how do you do that? By reducing your salt intake and make sure that you are not eating a lot of sugar. Our bodies do need both salt and sugar, but in moderation. Also, cut back on the carbs. I'm not saying you should cut out carbs, because carbs are our body's primary source of energy, but too many carbs are also not good for you, and they hold on to water, which makes your whole body bloated. You feel fat, you feel uncomfortable, and you confuse this for fatness or belly fat. Now, like I said, nutrition is the most important thing when it comes to losing belly fat. So let's talk about what you should eat. Again, there are two things to consider when thinking about what to eat in order for you to lose belly fat. The first thing being foods that prevent sugar spike, and the second thing is foods that boost your metabolism. So which kind of foods prevent sugar spike? Most healthy proteins do that, like salmon, avocado oil, avocado, olive oil, beans, and so much more. The thing about high protein foods is that proteins burn more calories than any other food group. For every 100 calories of protein you eat, your body burns 30 calories trying to break down those proteins, and for the fats and carbs, your body burns 10 calories. So if you eat more proteins, you burn more fat, and the reason why the body burns more calories when you eat more proteins is that proteins are made of amino acids, and those amino acids are held together by peptide bonds. Now, these bonds make it really hard for the protein to be broken down, so the body has to fight much harder to break this down, so it burns more calories. calories. As a result of that, proteins take longer to be digested, meaning they stay in your body for a longer time, so it keeps you fuller for longer. Now, foods that speed up your metabolism are mostly fibrous foods and some carbs like sweet potatoes and so much more. Also, keep in mind that do not drink your calories. I do not know how many times I stressed this out, but like I said at the beginning, weight loss happens as a result of a calorie deficit. So if you waste your calories on drinks, you're bound to be in a calorie surplus, which might sabotage your weight loss and fat loss journey. Let's say you're eating healthy most of the time, you're eating veggies, you're eating mostly protein, and you're wondering why you're not losing belly fat. The reason why you're probably not losing belly fat, number one, is you're drinking cold water, and I explained more about that in this video where I was talking about how you are drinking water wrong. And the second thing is you are probably consuming a lot of drinks, like having fresh juices, smoothies and stuff like that. I'm not saying these things are bad for you. Sometimes we eat very healthy and consume a lot of healthy food, but as long as you are in a calorie surplus, you are not going to lose weight, and that means you are not going to lose that belly fat. So replace your drinks with water and drink water the right way. And speaking of drinks, cut back on alcohol, because alcohol also does contribute to belly fat. Now, the next step after cleaning up your diet is intermittent fasting. Now, I have an in-depth video of intermittent fasting. If you haven't already, please go check it out because it's jam-packed with information. I'm going to leave a link to it above. Feel free to check it out after this video. But basically what intermittent fasting does is help you get to the calorie deficit faster. When you reduce your eating window, chances are that you are going to consume less food. The problem is that people do intermittent fasting wrong. Sometimes people do intermittent fasting and they think that they can eat whatever they want just because they've been hungry all day, but that is not the case. You're still supposed to maintain a calorie deficit. Intermittent fasting just makes it easier for you to reach that calorie deficit. Also, the longer you take to eat, the more your body taps into that excess fat your body has reserved, and when your body taps into that excess fat for energy, which actually helps you burn fat. And I actually read this somewhere, also this somewhere while doing research, that belly fat burns faster than any other fat on your body. It burns faster than the fat in your body, it burns faster than the fat in your arms. So try intermittent fasting, cleaning up your diet, and all the stuff I've mentioned, and you will be on your way to reaching your goal. Now, we've talked about what fat loss is, things you need to do and keep in mind before starting to work on your belly fat. We've talked about what you should eat. The next important thing is working out. Now, of course, working out is important for our general health. However, working out does not really help you lose weight. What happens with working out is that it helps you get stronger, build more muscle, and get toned. But working out combined with good nutrition is going to get you the most amazing results. Now, what is the best workout to lose weight fast? Of course, it's cardio. When you do cardio, you're going to lose weight fast. However, the thing about cardio is that you lose muscle mass. You can go running, you can do so many things, but the best kind of cardio, and the cardio I personally like, is HIIT training. What is HIIT, you ask? HIIT is just high intensity interval training, and I actually shared a video with you guys I think a year ago about the HIIT training I do. I'm going to leave a link to it above. Basically what HIIT training is that, let me say you're on the treadmill or a cross trainer or whatever it is you do. You start by walking, pacing yourself for a minute, and then the next minute you run really hard, get your heart rate up, and then stop, walk for a minute, and then get your heart rate up again. What this does is burn so many calories in such a short amount of time, and even when you are done working out, your body continues to burn fat rather than if you just do basic cardio. Now, like I said, cardio does reduce your muscle mass, so in order for you to maintain your muscle and still lose fat, you have to mix this with resistance and strength training. You can use weights or you can use your own body weight. You don't have to go to a gym. You do not need any gym membership for this. You can do this at the comfort of your home. Also, another thing that can help you burn stomach fat fast is by doing fasted workout. Now, I know some people like to eat before they work out, which is fine, but if you want to burn more fat, it's better to do fasted workouts, because when you are working out fasted, your body is still going to tap into that excess fat instead of using that food that you've eaten for energy, which will help you lose weight faster. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comment section down below if I'm making sense. Now, another thing you can do for stomach fat is focus on ab workouts, particularly workouts that work the transverse muscle, which is the innermost muscle that's like a rubber band and helps pull the stomach in. Now, I know you guys are going to be like, what kind of workouts can we do? That is why I have created a 1-week bootcamp. It's a Be Your Own Bae bootcamp. Like I always keep saying, for you guys that follow me on Instagram, it's always important to take care of yourself first, because self-love starts with you. Self-love starts with taking care of yourself. So I created a Be Your Own Bae bootcamp. It's a 1-week bootcamp. It's totally free. You are going to get daily 15-minute workouts that you can do anywhere. You do not need any machines. You do not need a gym membership. You can do this at home. I know a lot of people tell tell me they don't have time, but surely if you really care about yourself and you say you love yourself, you can save 15 minutes out of your day to do these workouts. Like I said, you do not need anything. Each day is going to be focusing on a different body part, and on top of that you're going to get daily guidance and nutrition videos just to help you along the way, to motivate you. Like I always say, there is no one size fits all when it comes to food and nutrition. So whatever diet it is you're on, if you're vegan, if you're regular, if you're on paleo, low carb, this is actually going to help you. There is nothing more demotivating like being on a weight loss journey by yourself. So doing this with a group of people all on the same journey just to get the ball rolling for you. I'm going to give you all the information you need and show you how to use it in order for you to get the weight loss results that you're looking for. I'm going to be telling you more about the bootcamp challenge in the private Facebook group or on Instagram, and if you want to be one of the early birds, I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box down below. Just sign up, you'll be on the waiting list, and when we start in 2 weeks, you'll be the first to know. I kind of got off the point there, but it's because I'm so passionate about this 1 week Be Your Own Bae bootcamp. It's going to be really amazing. So if you are struggling on your weight loss journey, whether you've begun or you're halfway the journey, this bootcamp is really going to help you, not to mention the community of people that are on the same journey with you to help motivate you along the way. Now, the next thing I'm sure you've heard in so many of my videos, something that is totally undermined, is sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, it's going to mess up your whole system and it's going to mess up your progress. And how does it do that? When you don't get enough sleep, you are tired. So of course that causes hormonal imbalance. It raises the cortisol levels, which are going to make you hungry, and this actually holds on to the fat from all the foods you are going to eat. Keep in mind that when you don't have energy, your body translates this as hunger because it needs more energy. And where does the body get energy? From food. So of course you're going to eat more, which sabotages your calorie deficit and all that stuff. So you generally need to get enough sleep. Another one of the things we are going to be focusing on in the bootcamp. Then of course you have to be consistent. You cannot do this and stop, like do it whenever you feel like, because of course if you do it whenever you feel like, you'll get whenever you feel like results. The weight loss will come whenever you feel like. So if you want to get it right away, be consistent, stick to the plan, and we are going to show you how to do all this in the online bootcamp. So again, don't forget to join and be on the waiting list. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box down below. The hardest thing about consistency is consistency with meals. Sometimes working out is not the most difficult part because, like I said, 15 minutes and you're done working out, but you have to eat during the day. And if you don't know what to eat or you haven't planned what to eat, this is going to sabotage your progress. That is why in the next video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my ultimate meal prep guide. So if you want to watch that, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell right next to it to be notified when that video is up. In the meantime, as you wait for that video, feel free to check around my channel. I talk a lot about weight loss tips, weight loss struggles. Maybe you're going through something that I've already talked about. And as always, don't forget to stay motivated, be patient, trust the process, and spread the love. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.